name is Britta Zott. I'm a Family Development Supervisor here at the Central Missouri Foster Care and Adoption Association. Essentially what I do is, and what our department does, is we help foster parents and prospective foster parents and also relative foster parents through that licensure process.
My name is Eric Bowe, Family Development Supervisor for Central Missouri Foster Care and Adoption Association, and today we're here to talk about how to become a foster parent. Some of you may be curious about how to become a foster and or adoptive parent. So that process can be intimidating and overwhelming for some, but we are here to walk you through the process every step of the way. So to get started, you can contact our organization through our website or through our main office. One of our administrative assistants will take your information and pass it along to a member of the Family Development team. From there, a member of the Family Development team will reach out to you to obtain more information about you and your family. We will send out intake documents, which will include an initial background screening. Once the background checks come back clear, we will reach out to schedule an initial home walkthrough. The initial home walkthrough will include a lot of questions, but remember to be open and honest. During this visit, there will be paperwork to sign as well. We will then do a walkthrough of your home to ensure it meets licensing standards, and if there are any issues with the home, we can identify it at that time. Once the initial home visit is complete, you will begin your foster parent training. Following your training, you will then complete remaining home visits with one of our family development trainers. We will then write a home assessment, which will be the final step in our process. If it is determined you are a suitable foster and or adoptive parent, we will connect you with a licensing agency to complete the licensure process. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about this process, please do not hesitate to contact a member of our staff.
A lot of people ask us, what is foster care? Foster care is simply that temporary placement of a child from their natural family home. The primary goal of the state is always reunification to a normal family. So one of those competencies as a foster parent is to be able to work with those natural parents. So while it's a temporary placement, you're taking placement of a child who comes from either an abuse or neglected environment, or either both. One question that we get asked a lot is, do I have to foster before I can adopt? So in the state of Missouri, you are required to have a child in your home for at least 6 months. It can be more, however, it cannot be less before an adoption can be finalized. The reason why that exists is because our end goal is to provide the most permanent option possible. In that, we're giving that grace period for you to get used to kiddo and for kiddo to get used to you. So training looks like approximately 45 hours of training. Currently, we follow the state model, so most of our trainings are online on Zoom. So within that 45 hours of training, we're going to break it down by your prospective foster parent training. It's dependent on your location in the state. Right now, our intake specialist aid will help you determine which curriculum you fall under. And then we're going to put you through CPR, including also first aid for adult child infant. And then we're also going to send you some online training to handle by the state. With training, we also do a home assessment, which in total averages about 16 hours of in-seat visits with your home assessment. So we're also asked, do I have a choice in which foster children are placed in my home? So we will tell you, yes, that home assessment process is an active process. Throughout that process, we're going to be asking you, what things are you looking for in a child that you would like to accept as far as your age range, your gender, your race preference. Nothing is off the table as far as behavior preferences go, as well as behaviors that you can deal with, behaviors that you feel like you cannot deal with. We will also teach you throughout that training process and that home assessment process on which questions to ask when taking a placement call. That way, before you welcome a child into your home, you're as informed as you possibly can be with the information available to that caseworker. Children in care, so all foster youth are also placed in your home with Medicaid. So there are no worries there as far as providing a child with your own personal insurance. The state automatically includes every child in care.
Some general rules about becoming a foster parent in Missouri. Many people think you have to be married or own your own home, but that's simply not the case. As long as your housing and income are stable and meet licensure standards, and there is room in your home and heart for more family members, you could potentially become a foster parent. In Missouri, you must be at least 21 years of age, complete a child abuse and neglect background check and criminal record check, including fingerprints, be in good health, both physically and mentally, have a stable income, be willing to participate in and complete a free training and assessment process, and be willing to partner with the child's family. Again, if you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to a member of the Family Development Department.